what's happening, everyone? William Johnson here. I took a little break, well, kind of a break, from the bongo tutorials, but I'm hoping to get back to that next week. So very soon back with the percussion tutorials. I've been in the middle of 4 or 5 or more different projects. So yeah, just trying to balance it all. Anyhow, I wanted to do a video on this drum and a couple other instruments that are new to my personal collection. This timbra top percussion chimbal is from Brazil, and it was a birthday present from my mom and dad for my 43rd birthday. I'm blessed to still have, very blessed, very privileged to still have my mom and dad here. And yeah, they wanted to get me a gift. And thank you, Mom and Dad. They bought me this beautiful chimbal from Brazil. It's gorgeous, and it is every bit as beautiful in person as it is in the photos and video. I love it, and I love the sound as well. It's gorgeous. I'm big on looks as well as sound. Sound is most important, but I also like the look of a drum, and when it inspires me to want to play, hey, I mean, you know, to each his own, I suppose. But I grew up painting and drawing and, you know, in a fan of stuff like interior design and architecture. So these are things that, you know, draw my eye. And yeah, anyways, I have about 200 some odd instruments in my percussion, and not just percussion, but my instrument collection. And I thought about doing a series called like Drum Stories, or, well, I guess it wouldn't be just drum stories because I have other instruments as well, like flutes and other things. So instrument stories. Yeah, that's it. It may be instrument stories. Anyhow, I posted a photo of this instrument, which is one of the newest additions to my collection. And a few friends, folks, people online were saying, hey, let's hear it. So I thought it would be cool to have a video. And I brought it out to a location where I shot some footage for an upcoming song and music video called Elder's Prayer. I brought the drum out to the location. Lo and behold, I left at home this one little cable. Let me see, what is the cable? Maybe I can... Nope, never mind. I was going to show you the exact cable that I was going to use. I have a few different ways of recording in the field, and one of them is by using a single mic preamp if I'm just going to do one source, a single source recording. And that's what I was going to do, just use one. And I was going to use a mic pre for my iPhone, and I left the one little dongle cable that you use for audio going into from the mic preamp to the actual iPhone. That one little thing caused me not to be able to use the condenser mic that I was going to use. So I ended up saying, well, maybe I can get away with my iPhone, but no, which is unfortunate because I love the look of that location. But it is what it is. And that day, man, all kinds of stuff was happening. Batteries were dying on me. My fault. You know, it was so humid and hot. And I was sweating. One-man band stuff, right? It is what it is. But sometimes I have the privilege of having a crew, working with a crew, or my son might assist me, but this time it was all me. So anyways, beautiful location. I posted a teaser trailer for the video Elder's Prayer last week. So if you can't check that out, I'd love for you to check it out. And that'll be coming out the very first week of September. So right around the corner. I'm really excited about that. It's one of the few projects that I've been working on. So the location was pretty cool. It was actually a bunch of these old oak trees not far from the bamboo forest, or the bamboo video that I shot as well. But it was almost like a cove. This one tree made this, like, it had like these fingers going over the tree coming down, and is covered by this ivy. So it's almost like a cove inside of the oak tree, and it's next to a couple other very large oak trees. And on the other side, I shot a couple vintage drums. But anyways, that shoot location, I actually went there to shoot my Moroccan castanets for the Elder's Prayer video. These beauties here, these are fairly new to my collection. I got these a little while back, but yeah, I went to, got that upside down here. I went to shoot these underneath that area as well. So, and I thought, hey, it's a beautiful location. What if I bring the chimbal out to that location and shoot a video, talk about the timbal. So anyhow, one of the first things you notice about this drum, other than the beautiful colors, are all of the tuning lugs. There's probably about, well, I was going to tell you, give you a guess. I should have done my homework before the video. But let's just count it. How many tuning lugs are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 tuning lugs. All beautifully crafted with this gold chrome and a logo on each one. But having this many tuning lugs, you can really dial in the sound. Plus, I just think it looks cool. But anyhow, it's also a, what was I going to say? Not turning point, but a point of conversation, like a, man, what's the term I was going to use? Conversation piece. It's another conversation. It's a part of a conversation piece. So yeah, it's even got a cool sticker, Brazilian flag on the other end. But I mean, I just love the drum. They're boutique drums. You can check them out on YouTube and on their website. There's a bunch of players playing various different designs. They're all much better than I am. And yeah, you can check them out. They're not sponsoring this video, but if they watch this video, Timbra, Top Percussion, I would love to partner with you in the future. But anyhow, I just love the drums. Also, I wanted to plug this instrument right here. This instrument was made by my neighbor, and I did a couple videos about this, but my friend and fellow YouTuber, fellow percussionist, conga master extraordinaire Eric Perez from A Percussion Life did a video on one of these instruments that I sent to him that was made by my neighbor Mark McLaurin, master wood turner, and he made these beautiful wood blocks, tone blocks. You can get so many different sounds out of this. And it's just beautiful craftsmanship. But Eric Perez did a really neat video. I really appreciate him doing a whole video. And he mentioned that he may do a performance video using the one that I sent him. Each one of these looks quite different. If you're interested in this, I'm actually doing for a limited time because we only have a limited amount of wood that we're using for this, but we're actually doing custom orders on these beauties. And we use turkey oak and weeping willow, weeping willow. But anyways, the turkey oak is actually from the neighbor next to my neighbor, and we used these small trees that he cut down, and so it's all from right here in the neighborhood where I live in Central North Carolina. So pretty cool. But Eric Perez, I'll put a link down in the video that he did. Really neat video where it's just beautiful cinematography you're doing there, Eric. I'm looking forward to the video you're gonna do with the actual performance video or whatever he's gonna do. If he does it, it'd be really cool. Anyways, appreciate you, Eric. So yeah, I'm really thinking about doing this instrument stories thing. I also posted a video on, or not video, but a photo on the large vintage drums that I went out and shot at the same place that I was gonna shoot this, that I went to shoot these. Right next to it, I shot a video of me playing these large vintage drums. And one of them is a 28-inch Radio King Slingerland Radio King with the original calf skins. It's a late 1930s, early 1940s. I bought it on Reverb a few years back from a gentleman who's a band leader of a band, wait for it, called the Spicy Pickles. I think they're out of Denver, Colorado. But anyhow, I love that drum. I call it my old friend. Actually, I call those two vintage bass drums I was playing my old friends. The one on the bottom, the smaller one, is also a vintage drum I bought from a neighbor who lives in my neighborhood, not far from me. Sold me a whole set. I have no idea what type of drum it is or the company. It's a mystery drum, mystery wood, but I believe it's from the late 60s, I'm guessing, by the hardware and everything, from maybe the mid 60s, late 60s, possibly early 70s. But somewhere around that time frame is what I'm guessing. But incredible tone. Those drums have incredible tone. So I just put new heads on them, but love that drum as well, and the set that it came with. So yeah, I mean, but that large one, Slingerland, excuse me, something in my throat there. that large Slingerland Radio King, man, I think it's going on an antique now. If it's from the late 30s, then that means it's in its 90s, right? Do the math there. Yeah, 80, 90, whatever. Anyways, I love that drum. It's been on so many different, I've used it for so many different recordings. My recordings, clients' recordings, worship concerts, all different types of concerts. You know, and actually I also use it in my studio, position in a place behind my congas. It also adds an extra tone to the room. Sometimes I take it out because the large drums add an extra tone to the recording of the percussion. But where I have it sitting and where I position the mics, I use it to kind of give a different tone to the congas. It just makes it round, makes the room sound a lot larger than it is. And I just love the way it sounds. So it's not just a great sounding drum, but it also provides tone for other instruments. So yeah, beautiful instrument. I call them that and my other bass drum, but I call that bass drum my old friend. It's one of the elders in my collection. Yeah. Anyways, maybe I'll do a whole video just about that drum. But anyhow, man, thanks for hanging out with me and checking out this this new chimbal, new to me, my new instrument. I think I might do this a little more often, where I highlight an instrument, talk about my story and how I came about the drum, maybe play it a little bit. But some of these drums have some pretty neat stories. A lot of things people just give to me on their travels, you know, from around the world, or maybe it was they inherited the drum and they give it to me. So yeah, you know, I'm really big on stories, really big on history, really big on tradition, but I love it when that particular instrument has a little bit of meaning, and I love to know the story behind it. Anyways, man, I don't know, I guess maybe I'm rambling on. Thank you for watching this video and hanging out with me. I'll be back in the tutorial soon. Until next time, my friends, may the Lord make his face to shine upon you, and I will see you soon.